Once upon a time there was a poor miller. Besides his mill and the apple tree behind it, he owned nothing. One day a strange old man said to him, "If you promise to give me what is behind the mill, I will make you rich." The miller promised. He went home and told his wife. "You have encountered the devil," yelled his wife. "He wants our daughter. She just was sweeping out behind the mill." 3 years passed, and the devil came for their daughter. However, the devil was unable to get close to her because she had washed herself clean. So the devil had the miller chop off her 2 hands. 3 days later, the devil returned. However, the girl was weeping into the stumps, and the tears washed her clean. The devil was powerless over her and had to admit defeat. The miller was very happy and said to his daughter, "Because of you, I am rich. I want to make sure you have the best life." But the girl said, "I want to leave. You do not have what I need." So she left. When it came night, the girl came to a palace garden. She saw delicious fruit growing on the trees inside. The girl was very hungry, so she kneeled down and prayed to God. An angel appeared and took her into the garden. The girl used her mouth to bite a piece of fruit, ate it, and then hid in the bushes. The gardener had seen everything that happened, but because the angel was beside her, he dared not to disturb her. The gardener reported to the king what he had seen. When the king heard, he was very curious, so he decided to watch in the garden to see what was going on. In the middle of the night, the girl came out from the bushes, came to a tree and bit off a piece of fruit. There was also an angel beside her. The king allowed the girl to stay with him. The girl's beauty and kindness made the king fall in love with her. He even married her and gave her 2 silver hands. 1 year later, the king wanted to go to war, so he had his mother take care of his wife, who was now pregnant. It wasn't long before the queen gave birth to a beautiful boy. The king's mother immediately reported the good news to the king. However, the devil replaced the letter with a fake one, saying that the queen gave birth to a monster. Although the king was sad, he still wrote a letter to his mother, telling her to take care of the queen. The devil replaced the letter again, telling her to kill the queen and the boy. The king's mother could not bring herself to do it, so she had them leave the palace and go to a place without people. The pitiful queen put the boy on her back and left heartbroken. When the war was over, the king returned home. The old mother, crying, asked him why he wanted to kill the queen and his son. The king, thinking that his wife and son were both dead, began to weep. His mother told him that they were still alive. When the king heard, he said, "Even if I have to walk the entire globe, I will find them." The kind angel took good care of them. The queen and the angel lived there for 7 years, and God made her 2 hands grow back. The king had been looking for the queen all those years, but never found them. Finally, one day, the king came to where the angel was living. The angel brought the king inside and brought the queen and the boy to him and said, "This is your wife and child." When the king saw her 2 hands, he couldn't believe it. The angel took out the 2 silver hands and gave them to the king. Only then did the king believe that they were truly his wife and child. They hugged each other tightly. Then they returned to the palace and lived happily. They were never separated again.